1. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2. Never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. 3. If you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star. But we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Quiet people have the loudest minds. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. For millions of years, mankind lived just like the animals. Then something happened which unleashed the power of our imagination. We learned to talk and we learned to listen. Mankind's greatest achievements have come about by talking, and its greatest failures by not talking. It doesn't have to be like this. All we need to do is make sure we keep talking. My expectations were reduced to 0 when I was 21. Everything since then has been a bonus. It surprises me how disinterested we are today about things like physics, space, the universe, and philosophy of our existence, our purpose, our final destination. It's a crazy world out there. Be curious. I have noticed that even those who assert that everything is predestined and that we can change nothing about it still look both ways before they cross the street. The victim should have the right to end his life, if he wants, but I think it would be a great mistake. However bad life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. While there's life, there is hope. I believe the simplest explanation is, there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate. This leads me to a profound realization that there probably is no heaven and no afterlife either. We have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe, and for that, I am extremely grateful. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. In the universe, it may be that primitive life is very common and intelligent life is fairly rare. Some would say it has yet to occur on Earth. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it says something about human nature that the only form of life we have created so far is purely destructive. We've created life in our own image. Although I cannot move and I have to speak through a computer, in my mind I am free. If time travel is possible, where are the tourists from the future? People who boast about their IQ are losers. The thing about smart people is that they seem like crazy people to dumb people. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. So Einstein was wrong when he said, God does not play dice. Consideration of black holes suggests not only that God does play dice, but that he sometimes confuses us by throwing them where they can't be seen. I don't think the human race will survive the next 1,000 years unless we spread into space. I regard the afterlife to be a fairy story for people that are afraid of the dark. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. It matters if you just don't give up. To confine our attention to terrestrial matters would be to limit the human spirit. The idea of 10 dimensions might sound exciting, but they would cause real problems if you forget where you parked your car. The human capacity for guilt is such that people can always find ways to blame themselves. I like physics, but I love cartoons. Only time, whatever that may be, will tell. The increase of disorder or entropy is what distinguishes the past from the future, giving a direction to time. Be brave, be curious, be determined, overcome the odds. It can be done. One is always a long way from solving a problem until one actually has the answer. Time and space are finite in extent, but they don't have any boundary or edge. They would be like the surface of the Earth, but with 2 more dimensions. It is not clear that intelligence has any long-term survival value. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. Government works best under the glare of public scrutiny. Absent such scrutiny, abuses occur. When we see the Earth from space, we see ourselves as a whole. We see the unity and not the divisions. It is such a simple image with a compelling message. One planet, one human race.